We're going to go with a cross body. Now this is funky stuff. Every now and then people will say they're not going to shoot a single leg, they're going to shoot like a high C or double leg. Let's say the guy shoots a double leg on you, or a high C, so we call that head outside single leg. But anyway, Rayvon is shot in, his head's on the outside. He says, I'm going to stop your spladle because my head's on the outside. And what Anthony's going to do is reach across his body. Now this gets real tricky, real funky. If you're a longer legged guy, you can have more success with this, but you can still make it work. He hooks inside the crotch as if the regular way, but only it's across his body. Now from here, he hooks his hands, and what happens here is, in some cases, this wrestler will step over your leg. You want to invite him to step over your leg. Okay, you leave your leg there, he steps over your leg. Once he does that, welcome to my nightmare. Then what you're going to do, Anthony hooks his hands together, and he's going to stack him on his head. There we go. As you have to get over here. This is what we call a cross body. This is very painful stuff here. Keys here are to make sure you keep his knees near his head. Now Rayvon's in massive pain right now. He's doing one for the giver. He's gonna sleep good tonight. But okay, you want to keep this guy's knees by his ears. Let his knees get up real high. You let loosen up here. You don't want his legs up here. Okay? If for some reason legs do get up here, go ahead and roll through into the regular spladle. Come across, bang, hook up the regular spladle. There you go. So he was able to flip it over and end up in a regular, kind of an inverted spladle. You don't want that as much as possible. You want to keep him in the regular spladle. Okay? So that's why you want to keep his knees near his ear. We're working that same move, that crossbody SP, so getting like on double leg, but only we're going to go off to a crossface cradle. Sometimes with bigger guys or guys that are inflexible, they can't, go ahead and hook it up, guys. They can't do the crossbody spladle. So go ahead down the mat. So here we're going to end up with this regular crossface cradle. Okay, so you see Clayton's head's across, on a double leg, and then Nick's trying to go regular spladle, crossface. So he tried it. Now Nick might be able to do this, but we're going to show this to the guys that maybe for whatever reason, I've got to show, when you're here, if he doesn't step over your leg. Nick wants his leg close to him so Clayton can step over it. But after he does it a couple times, the guy says, I'm not stepping on that leg, that's bad things happen. So then what you would do, I'm going to see if Nick can step over his leg. See if Nick's got the flexibility. Okay, so Nick stepped over his leg. Okay, now this is very painful. See if you can stack him on his head like a good stack on his head. There you go. Nick's able to do it. All right, then we can be able to do it. But that's where if the guy doesn't step over your leg, you step over his leg. The pay is the same. And the idea, you see that Nick keeps his knees near his ear. Keep his knees down. Don't let his legs get extended. And he's done. Okay, that's crossbody. Now the other variation. Okay, again, let's go off to a crossface cradle. Okay, there you go. That's good. That's good. Okay, so now hook like you're gonna do a regular cross. Like you're gonna do. He's gonna show you like he's gonna try a crossbody SP. You're gonna hook inside. See? And for whatever reason, Clayton can't make it work. Okay, you just can't make it work. Flexibility, whatever. So now he's gonna go off to a crossface cradle. So Clayton's gonna take his right hand and come across Nick's face, like on a crossface cradle. He's gonna pull his left hand out, and now what you're gonna try to do, you want him to have your leg. You're gonna take your leg, and Clayton's gonna turn his leg like this. Hook up a cradle, now lay him in your lap, There you go, stay right there. Now, it's not as painful as a regular spladle, but if you can't do the other one, this is what you got. So now, Nick has Clayton's leg, but Clayton has a crossface cradle. So Clayton's he's getting two takedowns and getting his near fall. Now, if for some reason Nick lets go of the leg, then Clayton will shoot his hips away and put your bottom knee in the side, and then you pin just like you would on a regular cradle. His bottom knee's in the side, pulling his head towards him, making it real uncomfortable, making your opponent think about his head being on fire, and he forgets about his shoulders. Okay, good work, guys. So let's say, for instance, I remember years ago at Division II Nationals out at Cal State Davis, it was 1981, guy named Glenn Cooper from Cal State, Cal Poly. Pinned everybody at Nationals at 150. Everybody knew he was going to spladle, and he spladled everybody. But in the finals, the guy would not shoot a single leg on him. So in the third period, I believe it was, or it might have been the second period, the guy chose down. So if you're a spladler and the guy chooses down, thank you very much. So what you'll do is you start off on top in the referee's position, and you would kind of float, you come out, there's different ways of doing this, so you get to play with it. So ideally, what Rayvon will do is kind of work his way towards the side or to the front, slowly. Okay, so what Rayvon has here, can you turn and see? His right leg is beside Anthony's right leg, so his leg's up a little high. So now what Rayvon's gonna do is reach and thread inside the crotch, turn so they can see it over there. So we saw where his leg, Rayvon's right leg was by Anthony's left leg, and he reached over his body and hooked it in here. There was a guy from Michigan State that was an All-American that was pretty good at some stuff like this. I can't remember his name right now, but he was very good at this. I reached over, hooked it up, now go ahead and stack him on his head.
Well, you need to
hook your Spladle. Oh, yeah, step over the leg. So go ahead. So if your leg's beside his leg, the odds are this guy's gonna step over your leg. Once he steps over your leg, you hook the ankle and you stack him on his head. So it looks like bring his knees to his ears, bring his knees down to his ears. Knees down to his ears. Down to his ears. That's like that. There you go. It's a lot of pain there. Okay. So all right, we'll let it go. We'll let it go. See, these guys are sacrificed. They're going through some pain and suffering in this thing here. But that's a crossbody. That's a McGrady. We call it a McGrady.